14. Don't gamble your life away. I earned money by tutoring for several years while I was a student at Kyungbuk University. I saved 99% of what I earned until finally I could buy my first house. I let my mother live there alone. Every morning at about 9 o'clock, several women came to my mother's house to play a Korean ghost-up card game. Once they started, they would keep playing until 4 o'clock the next morning. I was amazed that people could concentrate on something for such a long time, if they were really interested in it. The women kept playing the card game all night and all day for a year or two, sleeping only about 4 hours a day. Unlike people in the West who play with suited cards and people in China who play mahjong, Koreans love to play flower cards, especially on holidays. The game nurtures a cooperative spirit among relatives and friends. But playing night and day for money isn't a hobby, it's gambling. Likewise, it's very sad to see children and college students spend too much of their precious time playing computer games at home or in internet cafes. One Korean couple let their child starve to death because they were so engrossed in computer games at internet cafes. That's certainly unusual, but many millions of hours are wasted on gaming. One day, a woman was carried to the emergency room of Kyungbuk University Hospital, holding her fist tightly closed. The doctors and nurses had to force her hand open. They were amazed to find two cards held tightly in her hand. One of the cards was the cherry blossom, 3rd month, and the other was the full month, 8th month. The doctor said that the woman had died of a heart attack because she was overjoyed to win the jackpot in a flower card game. That night, many people came to pay tribute at her funeral. Her friends and relatives, after putting mums on the altar near her portrait, began to play ghost up in the corners of the funeral home. We all know, though some of us choose not to think about it, that young people who start smoking, drinking, or taking other drugs may easily get addicted. However, it's quite possible to become addicted to things that don't involve drugs, such as gambling. People who are addicted to gambling, drinking, or drugs often appear on Korean television hiding their heads. They act like trapped animals. Why are people addicted to gambling? First, gambling is very accessible. Look around you. Lottery boxes have been installed at many bus stops, and more lottery stores are opening everywhere. Young and old buy lottery tickets, hoping for overnight riches. Even banks, which are supposed to encourage the wise use of money, pressure people to buy lottery tickets. In my city, Daegu, a horse racing track recently opened and attracts many people to bet their hard-earned money on races. The lottery and horse tracks are ways to take money out of people's pockets and put it in the government's treasury. People almost seem to enjoy throwing away their money, feeling that they're bound to win next time. Statistics show that the possibility of winning the lottery is 1 in 5 million. Winning the lottery is as likely as being hit by lightning and then bitten to death by a rattlesnake in the emergency room. Never believe that you can make money from any form of gambling. The lottery and racetracks make money. Gamblers lose it. Gamblers borrow money from their family, friends, and relatives when they run short of money. They may lie to the people who trust them, often committing crimes when they cannot borrow anymore. Finally, they become like a car with no brakes, completely unable to stop. This is the definition of addiction and helplessness. Why are people eager to gamble? Probably because they want to make easy money. If they expect to make money gambling, they must expect others to lose. The purpose of life is to develop a good personality and contribute to others and the world. If everyone wanted to take, not give, our society would be in chaos. Selfish people will most likely end up as failures in life. An important rule of life is give and take. This is the first lesson we have to learn early in life. I am not a noticeably religious person, but the Bible teaches all of us to give. We must give before we can receive. If we want good friends, you must first be a good friend. If you want love, You must first show love. We must all give, and give before we can receive. Gamblers want to receive without giving anything. This is always a terrible mistake.